Hello everybody, happy Sunday, welcome to my vlog. Alright, I don't know about you guys, but every once in a while I spend my whole entire day just studying one subject. Well, almost my entire day. I do other things like sleep and eat and stuff. But sometimes I'll spend a majority of my time studying one subject, and this subject today just so happened to be neuroscience. It's been an interest of mine for a long time, and I'm not really quite familiar with it. I'm by far not an expert, but I can see how it pertains to me and how I'd want to learn the basics of it, because I know that how to use my brain better. So the main thing I'm interested in is improving cognitive ability, which some people say is possible and some people say that it isn't. For example, let's take brain games that are all the rage nowadays. There are some studies that have been saying that they are very good for the brain. There's some studies that say it's a waste. There's a BBC study done a while ago that talked about how they did a study with over 1,000 people that were put into 3 different controlled groups and asked to log in to perform the games. And they found out that they did have no development in their cognitive ability. From my non-expert's opinion, I can see that there is maybe even some holes in that, where they were talking about developing their own games and not a mixture and getting the whole process put together. And they were not practiced on consistency. They were only supposed to log in 3 times a week. And I was wondering, well, what happens if they improved it and increased it more on repetition? Then what would happen? Would it in fact make an impact? And then there's lots of studies that talk about how cognitive ability can be increased by training of certain exercises. So there seems to be 2 schools of thought. One is that it's hereditary as far as your intelligence, and the other where it is improvable to an extent. And then there's some people that say it's completely improvable no matter what, and there's leaps and bounds and quantum levels to go and stuff like that. So with these 2 different schools of thought that both had their points, I decided to conduct my own experiment and judge it on my life. So I'm going to be participating in certain games and activities supposedly capable of improving my overall intelligence. So we'll see how overly intelligent I get. I subscribed to Luminosity, a website I was curious about for a long time, but I never joined, and I am going to try it out. And I heard of different exercises with thinking on certain levels and improving your imagination by doing imagination exercises, such as describing certain things in excruciating detail. And overall, the brain is controlled by the thoughts that are in it. And if the thoughts that are in your brain dictate the way your brain is wired, as we know from science, then it seems to me, if I think a certain way and develop that certain way as a habit, then my brain wiring will change. At least that's what I'm thinking. If not, then oh well, then it was nice to know. So, that's what I've been doing all day, that and playing Terraria, so I'll see you guys later.